Atlanta Landscape Group is a full-service commercial and master plan development landscape contractor. CEO Bob Russell and his loyal partners, as well as management team, began this journey in 2014 and have since received numerous achievements as well as service awards. These include Atlanta Business Chronicle recognition, Atlanta's top 20 commercial landscape contractors, and Atlanta's top 100 fastest growing privately owned companies. Let them build a partnership for success and establish value in your landscape.
We're powering tomorrow, today, for our families, our businesses, our environment. Georgia Power is investing in infrastructure to ensure a more resilient power grid, delivering the energy you need 24/7, 365 days a year. It's why we built a balanced mix of hydro, solar, and nuclear power to provide carbon-free energy for our future. And why we're committed to protecting our state's natural beauty, keeping up and caring for thousands of acres of parks and lakes for all Georgians. We've also installed high-speed EV charging stations across the state, giving Georgia's drivers the confidence to go electric, all while providing flexible rate plans and the highest level of customer service and satisfaction. A clean energy future means a lot to Georgia and to us because we know the sustainable energy needed to prosper tomorrow will come from the energy we put in today. Georgia Power, powering tomorrow, today.
Central EMS is honored to serve the citizens of Forsyth County as your 911 EMS provider. 2022 was quite the year as Central EMS responded to over 16,000 calls. Not just at your home, but to local businesses and restaurants, schools and athletic fields, senior communities, on the lake and in the parks. We are where you need us to be. Central EMS supports our community. Fun and educational touch-a-truck events for children, keeping citizens safe at the Boulder Dash, the county fair, under the Friday night lights, and so much more. Sadly, in November, Central EMS suffered a line of duty loss.
Medforce clear and en route.
EMTI Gina Ayers gave her life serving others. Looking forward to 2023, Central EMS, in partnership with Avive Solutions, Northside Hospital Forsyth, and all city and county public safety entities, will launch the 4-Minute City. Central EMS looks forward to serving Forsyth County in 2023 and in the years ahead.
Hello, friends. Welcome. I hope you're enjoying your lunch, and I hope you'll continue to do so. For those of you joining us online, welcome to the 2023 State of the County Address. My name is James McCoy, and I work for all of you as the President and CEO of the Forsyth County Chamber of Commerce. Before our Board of Commissioners Chairman Alfred John takes the stage to share his vision for the community, I wanted to take a few minutes to recognize additional community leaders here with us today. Today we're joined by members of the Board of Commissioners, Carrie Hill, Todd Levent, Cindy Jones-Mills, and Laura Simonson. Also joining us is our Sheriff, Ron Freeman. We're also joined by County Manager David McKee and newly appointed Assistant County Managers Tony Tarnacki and Barry Lucas. We're also joined by City Council Member Linda Ledbetter, and from the Board of Education, Chair Darla Light, Lindsay Adams, Wes McCall, and Mike Valdez. Please join me in thanking our elected officials for joining us and special guests. Our community lost a remarkable public servant and leader last week. Commissioner Molly Cooper was elected to the Forsyth County Commission in 2018 to serve District 1. She was a key stakeholder in increasing commercial sewer access so businesses could anchor their operations here in Forsyth County. Commissioner Cooper was a business person and a civic leader. She held leadership positions in the Forsyth County Republican Party and was president of Civitan. Molly was a person of tremendous strength and was firmly anchored in her beliefs, both in matters of public policy and matters of personal faith. Molly and her husband, Dr. Scott Cooper, were two of the very first people that I met when I came to Forsyth County 18 years ago. Scott may not remember this, but he told me about what an amazing community that he and Molly knew that this was, and that the two of them were working hard to do everything they could to make it even better. And in the time that I have known Scott and Molly, that was proven right repeatedly. While they're an amazing team, they contributed to the community in different and important ways. There is no doubt that Forsyth County is a more vibrant community and a better place to live, thanks to their lifelong dedication of service. As a perfect example, this is a video from last year's State of the County address.
I cannot be more excited. This is something that Forsyth County has needed, has wanted, and it is going to come true now. We are going to have our county campus. What this will do for you as a citizen is we're going to put as much of the business and as much of the facilities that are county owned that are for you here on this one site, this one campus. What's so smart about Forsyth County is we were putting the money away each year. So we didn't have to float a bond for this. This money we've been saving. You know that old-timey word, saving? Well, we've been doing that. So when we build this building, you're not going to be seeing bonds coming out there to try to pay for it. You're not going to believe it when you look at it. I sound like Donald Trump, but you're going to love it. It's definitely an example of how much we've grown, as well as how much into the 21st century we have come. I will not be running again. I've had some personal things go on that need my attention. But I can tell you what, I'm still here in Forsyth County and love the county and look forward to seeing you guys enjoy this new facility as it comes to fruition.
Dr. Scott Cooper is here with us today. And Scott, please know that the good thoughts and care of a very grateful community are extended to you and your family. And we are holding you in our hearts as we say goodbye to our dear friend and community leader, Molly Cooper. And please hear our applause as an expression of our love for you and your family. Scott, thank you. The State of the County address gives us an opportunity to tell the story of how Forsyth County has delivered for its citizens and businesses. In 2022, Forward Forsyth County's Economic Development Partnership, delivered in many ways. Last year, the Forward Forsyth team worked on 71 new projects and announced 23 projects for a total of nearly $210 million in new capital investment that retained 56 jobs and created 458 new jobs. Forsyth County's tourism entity, Discover FOCO, delivered in 2022 by producing record-breaking numbers. Hotel room night leads were 12% higher than 2021. And this brings in more temporary taxpayers to Forsyth County who invest in our community but rarely detract from the services provided to residential taxpayers. Forsyth County delivers, and we're all fortunate to live in one of the highest performing areas of the nation. Part of the reason for this is the continued investment from all of you, the local businesses, companies, and citizens in our county. Today's address would not be possible without the support of many key sponsors who not only delivered for today's event, but also for our community. Our platinum sponsor today is Central EMS. Our luncheon sponsor is Georgia Power. Our chairman sponsor is Atlanta Landscape Group. Our digital marketing sponsor is Jacobs. Our program sponsor is Winter Construction. Our parking sponsor is HDR. The Coffee and Conversations networking event that was held prior to the address today was sponsored by Corner Farms. Our registration sponsor is Country Inn and Suites. Our stage sponsor is Yonder. Our principal sponsor is McDonald Development. Our table sponsor is Wellstar Health System. Our broadcast sponsor, who is making it possible for us to live stream today's program, is Atlas. And our website, where the live stream of this event is being streamed, is sponsored by Duffy Southeast Construction. Our coffee sponsor is Renaissance Bank. The tasty dessert at your table was provided by Toll Brothers. And our supporting sponsors include Beaver Toyota of Cumming, Miles Hansford and Talent, Smith & Howard, Jericho Design Group, the South Forsyth CID, Car Shield, Precision Planning Inc., Peachtree Puttery, AT&T, River Valley Ingredients, and Vertical Earth. Please join me in thanking today's sponsors. Our platinum sponsor today is Central EMS. Central EMS delivers superior medical transport services to our community. They specialize in building trusted relationships with our local medical facilities to provide the highest level of clinical care. Please join me in welcoming Pam Melton and Jacob Kersey with Central EMS for our platinum sponsor remarks.
Good afternoon. It is such an honor to be here. Thank you again to the Chamber, Forsyth County and City Government, and all of our friends and business colleagues. I am Pam Melton with Central EMS, and Central EMS is your 911 EMS provider, and we've faithfully been serving this county since 2015. So it's kind of interesting to stand and speak at a chamber event where I say to you, I hope you never have the need for our product or service. However, in the event that you do, I want you to know that Central EMS will be there. A quick statistic that I would like to share with you today is sort of about how we operate in the county. Central EMS is held accountable for quality and timely service responses to our community. One measured benchmark is response times. We are contractually held to a response of under 8 minutes, and we must do that 90% of the time. I am happy to share with you today that since we have begun service in the county since 2015, we have been able to achieve that compliance mark 98% of the time, year after year after year. I hope that helps you sleep better at night to know that you will have the service that you need when you need it. And that just doesn't happen in a vacuum. It's Central EMS in partnership with Forsyth County Fire, Sheriff's Department, city public safety entities, and our wonderful hospital facilities, Hospital Northside Forsyth, Wellstar, Emory Johns Creek, etc. All of those entities working in collaboration is a well-oiled machine. That is why Forsyth County is a great place to be and why we are so proud to serve you. But enough of me. I'm actually here to introduce to you Commander Kersey. He is boots on the ground in the county, and he wants to share a little bit of his story with you. Commander Kersey.
Thank you. Thank you, Pam. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for allowing me to be here to speak to all of you. My name is Jacob Kersey. I am a commander with Central EMS, and I'm here today to tell you all a little bit about myself and about our operation here. I'm a paramedic, and I'm also a field supervisor with our Forsyth County 911 operation. But I'm also a Forsyth County native. I grew up in this community. I've lived here almost my entire life. I went to school here. I played sports at Midway Park on the weekends. I graduated from West Forsyth High School. My mother teaches second grade at Vickery Creek Elementary and has done so for the last 20 years. Growing up in this county, I have always had a deep sense of connection to the people in the community. The citizens of this county are not just patients to me, but they're my neighbors, they're my friends, and they're my family. And I consider it a great honor and a privilege to serve them. Every day I get to come to work and I have the unique opportunity to make a difference in the community in which I live and love. I have been with Central EMS for the past 7 years, since Central started providing EMS service in Forsyth County. I have worked as an EMT, I have worked as a paramedic, and I currently work as a field supervisor. I'm immensely proud to be a part of this organization and the incredible work being done by Central EMS to provide the citizens of Forsyth County with the absolute best pre-hospital medical care available. What sets Central EMS apart is our dedication to bringing you that high quality of care, but it's also a team of passionate EMS providers, many of whom are Forsyth County natives themselves. We are all committed to treating every patient with compassion, respect, and empathy. Central EMS is at the forefront of providing high-quality care and evidence-based practice to all of our patients. Central EMS is your reliable and dedicated EMS service provider. We have been serving Forsyth County for 7 years, and our goal is to continue to serve Forsyth County with the same exceptional care now and in the future. In 2023, Central EMS is partnering with the Forsyth County Fire Department, Northside Hospital Forsyth, and Avive Solutions to bring you the 4-Minute City Project with the same goal of ensuring that nobody has to die as a result of cardiac arrest in Forsyth County. Through dedication, partnership, and hard work, we will provide the pinnacle of pre-hospital medical care to every citizen of Forsyth County. Thank you for allowing me to be here and to give you a little insight into my Forsyth family, personal and professional.
Thank you again, and I just would like to recognize, and I can't see because the lights are in my face, Gary Coker, who is our president of Central EMS, is here in the audience, as well as Robbie Atkins, our Southeastern Regional President of our parent corporation, Priority Ambulance. So if you have an opportunity after lunch to chat with them, please do so. Thank you again for your attention.
Thank you, Pam and Jacob, and to Central EMS for continuing to deliver for our community. Our chairman sponsor is Atlanta Landscape Group. Atlanta Landscape Group has been delivering their services in Forsyth County since 2014. I'm very proud to feel like I've been a part of their story in Forsyth County and working with Bob and the Russell family. So please join me in welcoming Brett Russell for our chairman's sponsor remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Brett Russell, and I'm president of Atlanta Landscape Group. Bob Russell, my father and CEO, has served on the board of the Forsyth County Chamber of Directors for 15 years. Well, until now, as I happen to be the Forsyth County Chamber's newest and probably youngest board member. But my goal is to serve the community here to the best of my ability. With time sure flies, though, as I'm already waking up with random body parts popping and locking and for no reason at all. And I even pick out gray hairs out of my beard to help prolong my youth a little bit more. Anyways, if you don't know, Atlanta Landscape Group is a commercial and HOA company. We are also family owned and managed. We service all properties across Metro Atlanta, and it includes Forsyth County, with a fleet of 65 plus vehicles. We also have many team members with 20 to 30 plus years of experience. In being family owned and managed, it is a priority of ours to focus on building relationships with intentionality, with partnerships long-term goals in mind, to focus on the community. Speaking of Forsyth County, we have been blessed to be a part of the Chamber's workforce development, which is creating and finding additional opportunities to connect us and other businesses to people looking for work. And in today's time, finding employees is an ongoing challenge for everybody. And this is just one example of how Forsyth County has delivered a solution to one of our challenges. And in closing, I want to thank you all for your time. And if anybody ever needs anything, please feel free to reach out to me at any time. And I wanted to thank you all additionally for allowing me to serve you the best that I can.
Thank you, Brett. Now we'll hear our State of the County address from Forsyth County Board of Commission Chairman Alfred John. Forsyth County Board of Commissioners Chairman Alfred John took office in January of 2021, representing District 2. Commissioner John was elected by the Board of Commissioners to serve as Board Secretary in 21 and Board Chairman in 2022 and now in 2023. He previously served on the Forsyth County Zoning Board of Appeals from 2017 to 2020 and was selected as chairman of the ZBA in his final year. Commissioner John's background is in human resource technology, project management, and technology implementation. Most recently, he held a leadership role for a large Buckhead firm managing HR operations, payroll, and technology. Chairman John's top priorities are growing Forsyth County's commercial base and developing the county as a destination for tourism. He uses the knowledge he learned from ZBA and abroad to enhance the image of Forsyth County as a great place to live, work, play, and raise a family. Commissioner John and his wife have lived in Forsyth County for 20 years, raising 2 children who attended Settles Bridge Elementary, Riverwatch Middle, and Lambert High School. Please join me in welcoming our friend, Board of Commissioners Chairman Alfred John, for the 2023 State of the County Address.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2023 State of the County event in our beautiful Forsyth County. And a special thank you to the Forsyth County Chamber of Commerce and Linear Tech for hosting us today. I would also like to recognize my fellow commissioners, Carrie Hill, Todd Levent, Cindy Mills, and Laura Simonson, who are in attendance, as well as our county manager, David McKee, and other senior staff members in attendance and who are watching online. As we were discussing and planning this event, I quickly came to the realization that we have great staff at the county and at the chamber, and they've helped with the logistics, the planning, the site preparation, dining coordination, videos and other content, invitations, this speech, many more who helped rehearse, and much more. They've put in weeks of effort, and it's not an easy task. So I will ask the State of the County Planning Group to please rise and be recognized. There are so many success stories to tell, incredible people to spotlight, and examples of how Forsyth County has become a leader at the regional, state, and national level. So how do we deliver the story of one of America's fastest growing, most attractive, highly successful communities? Hence our theme, we deliver. Deliver, it's a word that has a different meaning today than it did 10 years ago, and certainly 20 years ago, right? Today, when we expect something to be delivered, it has to be instant and accurate. You pull up an app and you order a pizza. It tells you that it'll be ready in 15 minutes, but you're at the restaurant in 13 minutes. And the topping better be right. We go on various streaming channels and there's instant delivery of content which appeals to us. And then we are directed to further content which is tailored to us. And how about Amazon? Amazon truly has redefined the expectations of delivery and delivering. Oftentimes, you're ordering that brown box with a smiling arrow on the side. It arrives on the same day, sometimes in just a few hours. When you place an order online, there's an expectation that it arrives as promised and expected, And for better or worse, it's the epitome of our expectations as a society. We have high expectations, and we want those expectations delivered, period. So in that spirit, every day, county staff and employees come to work prepared to deliver on expectations and promises of clean drinking water that is then returned to our natural water system safely. New playgrounds, ball fields and trails to explore, road improvements to alleviate traffic, sound fiscal management of tax dollars, and fast emergency response to desperate 911 calls for help. Forsyth County staff and commissioners strive to deliver on the promises we have made to create a better community today, all the while keeping an eye on the vision for a better tomorrow. So, who are the residents that we are working for and fighting for today? And why is it so important that we work so hard for them? Well, let's find out.
No? What is your name and where do you go to school?
My name is Aria and I go at Whitlow. Maria, Isabel, and Big Creek. My name is Luke. My name's Lauren and I go to Whitlow Elementary. My name is Zach and I go to New Hope. It's Elizabeth Somerville and I go to Whitlow Elementary. My name is Annabelle once again and I go to Pools Mill. My name's Sailor and I go to school at Pools Mill.
What's your favorite part about going to school?
Seeing my best friends. My favorite class is art. Math. I really like writing and ELA.
What's your favorite part about where we live here in the county?
Playground. That we have squirrels and chipmunks. Me and my dad get to go camping.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be an actor. I want to be a mommy and an artist. Dentist. An animal doctor. That was so easy. Astronaut. I want to be an actress. A doctor. A teacher. I really want to be a Broadway actress.
What do you think a government does?
That's really, really tough. Help people. They make laws and help people do stuff. He does money. Presidential laws, it has to go to Congress. They can call other people to help and they put people in jail. They do a lot of stuff. People have to pay them a lot. Well, it's technically called a bill before it's a law. They help people and they keep the city together. The government probably helps people. The bill gets sent back. Government is usually the higher authority. They're trying to add basically changes. Okay, you are not understanding this.
What do you think the future is going to be like when you grow up? What do you think it's going to look like around here?
I don't know. There's still gonna be humans, but they invented way more things. I don't know. Probably there are going to be a lot of robots, I'm guessing. They're trying to make a hoverboard, but it's not with wheels. There's already a hoverboard, but it has wheels, so it's not really hovering. Robots taking over the world. They invented smart bots where you can control them anywhere, on any device. I read a book and it said that they're trying to make it so then it can actually hover.
Are you worried about the future, what it's going to be like one day when you get older?
No. I am not. I am prepared for everything.
I don't know about you folks, but the first time I saw it, I got misty-eyed. So I think I'm getting old and sappy. If you heard the last young man say, he said, "I am prepared for everything." Don't you just love the optimism and enthusiasm in their voices? These children, they're our future, and they are whom we are making promises for. And the time to deliver on the promises is right now. It goes without saying that our county is growing and it's evolving. And Forsyth County is a rich medley of businesses and communities of different background, ideas, cultures, and beliefs. Each and every day, new thoughts and ideas to enhance the community are vetted and implemented. But there's one deliverable that is essential to any successful community for generations to come, and that is the promise of safety. I'd like to ask all of our public safety officials and members who are in attendance today to please stand up so that we can recognize you. Thank you all. You are the ones who are delivering on the promise of a safe community with your hard work and sacrifice, and we thank you for all that you do.
No one goes to the store in Forsyth County at 11 o'clock at night and goes, wow, should I really go? I'm worried about getting mugged. I'm worried about getting robbed. That doesn't happen here. Not that crime and violent crime can't happen here, but our citizens feel safe. I'm Sheriff Ron Freeman. I've actually been with Forsyth County Sheriff's Office since December of 1987. Took a 4-year break when I went to Brookhaven and then got elected sheriff and took office again in January 1 of 2017. So this is my home. It's hard to believe, but this is fact, and the statistics back it up. Crime is lower today than it was 10 years ago when we had 100,000 less people in Forsyth County, right? It goes again to we are well-staffed, we're well-equipped, and I have some intelligent, great, hard-working people who do some incredible work here every day.
So aspects of this job that I look forward to every day is coming to work with a great family. It's a great family environment here. I love all my coworkers. Another thing is I get to come to work with Canine Flash. So he lives with me. We start our day together every day. We come to work, play with dogs, and train as much as possible, and then we go home.
I chose to work in Forsyth County because I didn't want to be working in a smaller community. I chose to be a part of a bigger agency, bigger community where I could be a part of, making a bigger difference.
What sets FCSO apart from other law enforcement agencies would be the community involvement that we have. Whenever I go to a restaurant, someone's always saying, thank you for your service.
Law enforcement recruiting is the toughest it has ever been in my 34 years in this profession. Beginning of 2022, we were down about 10% workforce. That's about 48 people, 49 people. Today, we are almost fully staffed. We have more applicants than we need. And that is just due to one, Forsyth County being Forsyth County, our citizens being who they are. It's due to the support we have from the Board of Commissioners and the county government. Look, I will argue, and I know that I'm right. We're currently the best paid and the best equipped sheriff's office in the state of Georgia. Today, I have a 2% vacancy rate, and I have enough applicants to fill every one of those. So I have about 9 vacancies today from almost 50 in the beginning of 2022. We're down almost across the board in crime when we gain 10,000 people in our community. But we're gonna work really hard. We're not gonna let down because our crime numbers are down. We're gonna strive for that every year. We say it all the time. We are more blessed than we ever believed to live here in Forsyth County. The things that we have available, whether it's from our park system, whether it's to our law enforcement and public safety, to just the citizens that we have live here and the community feeling that we have to be a big county but still do the things we do, that is a thing that I promise you is hard to find elsewhere in Georgia.
One thing that sets Forsyth County apart is the community. Anytime we have an interaction with the community, it's always a positive experience, and the amount of appreciation and thankfulness we get from the citizens is endless. My name is Patrick Francis, and I'm a firefighter. Forsyth County Fire Department has always had a good reputation. Even when I've been in other areas of the state, I've heard good things about the department, so I always wanted to join this department. And they support career goals. They support us in any way that they can. And not only that, Forsyth County Fire Department, I feel as though they genuinely care about me and my family.
Aside from the department, the community is what essentially makes it so great. The community involvement, the community support is second to none. So you have that aspect of it. Then within the department, the steps that the department has taken for career growth of individuals, but also the department as a whole. Anything from 2 sets of turnout gear, which is an NFPA standard that you don't find in many departments across the country, to a uniformed apparatus fleet, to the equipment, the stations, just the overall facilities. That's what makes the department great. My name is Colin Halligan, and I'm a lieutenant with the Forsyth County Fire Department. I've been with Forsyth County now 10 years. Started out as a firefighter, like most everyone else. Took the opportunity for promotions to fire apparatus operator, and most recent promotion to lieutenant, and then some specialty teams to include Swiftwater and our dive team.
Over the past year, we've been putting a heavy focus on standardization and modernization across the department. We have been thoroughly underway of our self-contained breathing apparatus replacement initiative, which will bring all of our breathing apparatus under one standard and expiration timeline, therefore streamlining the operation for replacements of this equipment in the future. We replaced the fire apparatus at Station 3 and began construction on 2 new replacement fire stations in the county. Station 9 and 15's replacements will be 12,500 square foot, 4-bay facilities that will bring even better quality of service to the area and set us up for additional growth in the future. Each has seen significant progress in the construction phase, and we hope to be bringing both of them online in the spring of next year. Last year, we also had the privilege to welcome 13 new firefighters from Recruit Class 21-1, as well as start our training class that will graduate this April with 11 recruits. 2022 was a great year for us, and we look forward to building on those accomplishments and making 2023 an even better year.
Commissioners, take a bow, because Forsyth County Public Safety is well equipped and well funded because you have shown great stewardship of taxpayer dollars. The Board of Commissioners made a promise in 2022 that we would make attracting the best candidates and retaining the men and women that keep us safe each and every day a top priority. So we delivered on that with a 4% salary increase late last year and a 12% salary increase in January. So our first responders with this increase are have one of the highest paid salaries in the state for public safety personnel, where previously we had a number of vacancies in both agencies. The Board of Commissioners has committed to seeing that resolved in partnership with their leaders. Forsyth County is one of the safest places to live and work in Georgia, and this is only because of the dedication of our law enforcement, fire, 911 personnel, and emergency management. Last year, the Forsyth County Fire Department responded to almost 18,000 requests. That's a 31% increase from a decade ago. Yet, even with the increased service calls, the response time for the fire department was just a smidgen over 5 minutes. Regarding crime in 2022, the Sheriff's Office is proud to report that the number of burglary cases was down 38% year over year. Aggravated assault calls were down 10%, DUIs were down 7%. Entering auto cases were down a staggering 55%. So the promise of a safe community, we delivered. But there's more to it than just financial incentives. Our firefighters are exposed to toxic carcinogens every day. So we've made regular cancer screening, treatment, prevention, and education a high priority. Ensuring that our Sheriff's Office has the funding for equipment to keep our deputies safe is a priority as well. Ensuring our 911 operators are comfortable and have supportive chairs for their long shifts, that's a priority as well. The children you saw in the video earlier, and their parents and many others count on the men and women responding to these emergencies every day. We hope that those first responders know how much we appreciate all that they do. Another promise Forsyth County is delivering on is our economy. It is no secret that people want to live here. It's a testimony to all of the wonderful things that make Forsyth County what it is today. And you don't have to look very far to understand why. But with that residential growth comes the need to ensure that our residential development is balanced with commercial development. Forsyth isn't just a place where people want to live, it's also where businesses come to thrive, and they certainly are thriving.
My name is Billy Bates.
I'm Carrie.
We've been here for 16 years. We were owners since last June. I've been a resident of Forsyth County for over 20 years. I like the county. It's a great place to live, great place to have a business. So we're right down the street, so it's a perfect place. The community is great. They support us very well.
We all do a great job of supporting each other, meaning the other businesses in the area. We do a lot of stuff for Cherry Street across the street. We do all the event flowers for Branchwater over here. We take our dogs to pet working. All of those places we love to lean on each other. Some of us are what got us through the pandemic, and the support from those people within our own little community within Forsyth has been so positive for us.
I've had the opportunity to live here for 17 years, and when I first moved up here, it was one red light to 400, and then I was there. Never would I have imagined that I would have a Starbucks 3 miles from my house living on Highway 369 in Georgia 400. My name is Joe Anderson, and I'm the president of Vertical Earth. Forsyth County is one of the fastest growing counties in the state of Georgia and in the top 20 fastest growing counties in the United States. We have big city amenities such as great restaurants and shopping, along with recreational amenities such as the mountains and an amazing lake. We also get the added bonus of working with David McKee and his staff in the county, who likes to partner with local businesses and go out and look for opportunities and growth in both the commercial and industrial sectors. Our first headquarters facility we built on Highway 369 was about 5,000 square feet, and at that time we occupied about 40% of that. Today, with all the growth that we have seen as a company, we are at capacity in our existing office, also in our shop, and where we can store equipment on that property. The time is right for us to open a new facility. So we are looking at opening our new facility soon at Setting Down Road in Georgia 400.
My name is Danielle Hoffman. I own Wheezy's, a Learning Express store, and we have been here for 3 years. So when we were looking for a spot, the biggest thing for us was it really needed to be family oriented because we are a toy store. And we just felt like this was a place that you felt at home. And everyone was super friendly when we came to look, and we would go to other stores, and everyone was just really friendly about talking to us about Forsyth County. And so we said, okay, this is it. We knew that this was up and coming, it was growing, and so that's why we came here. We wanted to grow with the community. We opened during a really funky time with COVID and everything like that, and business has just gotten better every year. Just next door opened up, it's a pet store. There's always something new coming into the Vickery area. There's always something kind of new coming in Forsyth with just other stores, and even ourselves, we're looking at growing just because we know that there's so much growth coming in from the city of Atlanta. I feel like people have moved up, and we're just looking for that.
Charity Ramos with the original hot dog factory at Halcyon.
Izzy Ramos with the original hot dog factory at Halcyon. Been here since October 2021.
Since we live here, we wanted to support the community that we live in, so we wanted to be in Forsyth County.
Well, we've lived here since 2013, and we always felt this community was always respecting as far as good customer service and quality. That's what this community respects, so we know we put that product out there, then the community will support.
Oh, the business growth has been tremendous, especially since we moved here in 2013. Halcyon, I remember when this place was just an empty lot when we first moved up here, so the business growth is just through the roof.
James McCoy. I've been here for almost 20 years, 18 years, with Forsyth County Chamber. So many companies are very interested in being here, and it's driving demand. Huge investment in new product. We're seeing right now there's about 4 million square feet of new business space being built out across the county. We're very excited about that. That's pretty rare when you look around Metro Atlanta to see that amount of new space coming on. We continue to be one of the nation's leaders in incoming investment for a community, and we do not see that changing. Even with changes in the national economy, we don't see that changing very much. I think one of the things that we often feel like we are known for, and we probably are, is just overall growth, and we think about that in terms of residents. We don't often think about that, about the businesses that are moving here and the businesses that are expanding. We have sort of the opposite problems that a lot of communities have. We have really almost 100% occupancy when it comes to spaces to lease and roll into for businesses. So having 4 million square feet of space coming online really speaks to the interest from the business community in being here and demand, and it's pretty unique.
We are busy, and we're fortunate to be busy, and the growth of the community itself has brought a lot of people to this area. We see it all the time, the expansion, the traffic, but it's a good thing, it's a positive thing, and there's so many places in Vickery Village that bring people over here. So for us, there's just been an uptick in foot traffic.
Oh, tremendous growth. I mean, just from every exit, it seems like everybody's opening up a business, everything's building up. It seems like everywhere you go, you have multiple opportunities as well as multiple choices of where you want to eat or just anywhere where you want to do business with.
But the growth has been tremendous, and it's up to us as businesses to partner with the county to continue the focus on growing all of the infrastructure that's needed to support the growth that we've seen on the residential side.
Small businesses are the lifeblood of any community, and it's great to see them thriving post-COVID years. Thank you to all the businesses who participated and for taking the time to tell their story. Being a place where businesses of all sizes want to invest, and that just didn't happen overnight. And it didn't happen by accident. Various partners, including our Chamber of Commerce and the Development Authority, have been working diligently for years, laying the foundation to attract the right businesses to our community. And more businesses are moving here every day. Why wouldn't they? Healthiest county in the state, top school system, high adult education levels, most affluent county, proximity to Atlanta and the airport. All of these attributes make for a very attractive business community with endless potential. And we are attracting quality organizations that bring jobs which contribute to our communities. We're also strategically recruiting the right organizations. Our newly minted identity as part of the Tech Corridor of Georgia will help us further market us as a place where businesses will find an endless supply of tech talent and tech partners. Data services, e-commerce and distribution, advanced manufacturing and technology, and R&D, professional services, and of course, healthcare. These are all industries that our Economic Development Strategic Plan has identified as targets. The Forsyth Commerce Center, also known as the McDonald's Development, Coal Mountain Town Center, Passport Springs Spa, Vertical Earth's new headquarters, and dozens upon dozens of small businesses, as well as millions of square feet of mixed industrial and flex space. They're all coming soon to Forsyth County. In all, business growth in Forsyth is stronger than ever, and we are just beginning to see the fruits of our labor. It takes great effort and hours of work and commitment to attract such impactful businesses, developments, and organizations to Forsyth County. The promise of economic growth, delivered. But the business and residential growth comes with a challenge: infrastructure. Sure, infrastructure implies transportation improvements to alleviate traffic. But it's also so much more than that, because they're improvements to our parks and trails. Infrastructure also means new sidewalks, larger public facilities, water treatment system expansions, and other large-scale projects. These are all infrastructure needs. Over the past year, the county has delivered on major infrastructure goals, with many more underway, heading very close towards completion.
I'm John Jefferson. I'm the Director of Capital Projects, and I came to work for the county in July of 2021. Capital Projects was formed in 2021 to provide project management expertise for the county's large capital investment projects. So we exist to support other county departments so they can focus on their service delivery area. We've got over 250,000 residents, and it's just gotten to the size where the significant capital projects are so large, they just take away too many resources from the individual departments that whose primary responsibility is to deliver service. So this is something that, again, like I said, is new for Forsyth County. It doesn't make sense for a small county, but we've gotten to the point where the number and magnitude of the projects warrants having some project management expertise. Today we're at Lanierland Park, Phase 2. You can see behind me the park expansion that's under construction. We should be delivering that later this spring, early summer, and my teammates are going to talk about the projects that we're currently working on.
The county is focusing on a number of key projects in 2023 on our roads, in our water infrastructure,
vertical buildings and parks.
An expansion of Ronald Reagan Boulevard is currently underway, running parallel to Georgia 400, and will connect the north end of Ronald Reagan here at Majors Road to the existing southern portion of Ronald Reagan at McFarland Parkway. Crews have most recently shifted traffic onto the right side of the roadway from the cul-de-sac south to McFarland, with the left side of the roadway removed to get to the final vertical horizontal alignment. The base and binder are complete on both sides of the roadway from the cul-de-sac north to Shiloh.
Last fall, Forsyth County began work on a return flow system that, once complete, will convey highly treated water from the Fowler Water Reclamation Facility back to our most valuable natural resource, Lake Lanier. The project is currently under design, and funding for the system comes in part from a federal grant received by the county through Governor Brian Kemp's office in the amount of $32.6 million.
Lanier Land Phase 2 is a $16.7 million project, consists of 50 acres of land development and 8 brand new buildings. The park is expected to complete this summer.
State Route 369 and 400 widening and intersection is underway with paving along State Route 400 and along the ramps. Detour signs are being installed for the upcoming traffic shift, with storm pipe being installed along the corridor.
The McGinnis Ferry widening is currently under design, and we are getting ready to advertise for bid. We continue to work closely with our partners and stakeholders, GDOT, City of Dunn's Creek, City of Alpharetta, and Fulton County.
The Big Creek Greenway Phase 2 project should be open to the public on April 7th, beginning at Fowler Park, heading to Union Hill. For more information on Forsyth County capital projects,
including frequently asked questions,
please visit the Capital Projects Department webpage.
That sounds like a really good commercial. Special thank you to John Jefferson and the Capital Projects team for their many, many contributions. In one of the nation's fastest growing communities, delivering large-scale projects as quickly and efficiently as possible is paramount to our future. But as you can likely imagine, a major road project such as the extension of Ronald Reagan Boulevard or the addition of a new interchange on 400 has so many parties involved and, well, a lot of hurdles to overcome as well. Last year, the county worked with the state delegation to find a new way to streamline the delivery process of transportation projects. The county helped produce the Senate Bill 586, also known as the Design Build Bill. This bill was introduced to the Senate in March of 2022 and was signed by Governor Kemp in May, and it allowed counties to take more control of their projects, streamlining the process and reducing the delivery time of projects considerably. As far as large capital projects are concerned, the county has over a dozen projects underway or well into the design or bid process. This would include the widening of McGinnis Ferry Road, the 369 interchange, the water intake, and the county administration campus. The promise of infrastructure for the future, delivered. Along with finding new avenues to deliver larger scale infrastructure projects, many other transportation projects around the county came to life over the past year. Forsyth County Department of Engineering resurfaced 219 roads last year. They repaired and installed over 3,300 traffic signals. And the Roads and Bridges Division completed over 2,500 work orders, all managed and funded through your taxpayer dollars. Infrastructure needs, we keep on delivering. Now, I just mentioned taxpayer dollars. They're finite, but we want to keep it that way for our residents through sound, conservative fiscal oversight and management. We've utilized funds and capitalize on state and federal tax dollars to deliver the promise of good financial stewardship.
We're focusing on 3 main goals. Number one, probably the most important for a county this size, is maintaining our AAA bond rating. Number 2 is a balanced budget, and number 3 is funding our capital improvement plan, which is a 5-year capital improvement plan. AAA bond rating is the 3 financial rating agencies rate all governments based off of their fiscal practices, fiscal management, their reserves, and they give a bond rating. It can be anywhere from AAA all the way down to AA, single A, and even below. Forsyth County is one of very few in the nation that have a AAA bond rating, meaning that we got AAA rating from all 3 rating agencies. Basically what that means is that it's more cost effective to provide the services that we have to borrow money for to provide government services. We as a county in the state of Georgia, we have to provide a balanced budget every year. So we're going into the budget season right now. We'll be working with our department heads and our finance staff and doing just that, providing a general fund balanced budget. Last year was the first year we officially adopted a capital improvement plan. A capital improvement plan is our strategic priorities, our strategic plan, if you will, for delivering capital across the county, and that's everywhere from water and sewer to parks and rec to roads and bridges. And that 5-year capital improvement plan is a funded plan, so we know exactly what we're going to do in the year we're going to start each of those priorities. So one of our biggest challenges as we look into the future is funding our transportation needs. There's no secret that we have many costly transportation needs. So a transportation funding source, as I look out into the future, is going to be very important to Forsyth County. Forsyth County is grounded in its financial practices and its fiscal management. And when I look out into the future, we are in a very positive place financially.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is our new county manager, David McKee, who is tasked with executing the vision and the mission for Forsyth County. As you can see, Forsyth County's commitment to fiscal responsibility and strong financial standing is resolute under his leadership. We continue to be part of a select group with a AAA bond rating from S&P, Moody's, and Fitch that has allowed the county to manage debt at the lowest interest rates possible. Furthermore, Forsyth County property owners continue to benefit from the lowest tax rate among the largest counties in Georgia. The county gets a fraction of the property taxes which our residents and businesses pay. And with that, we fund or help fund the budgets of roads and bridges, parks and recreation, senior services, facilities maintenance, fleet maintenance, sheriff's office, courts, libraries, and the list of meaningful contributions to the community seems endless. Forsyth County is fortunate to have the financial strength, which allows us to control our own destiny. This has enabled us to undertake projects that will improve the quality of life for all who call Forsyth County home, and we are grateful to our citizens for their support in the past with the transportation bond and SPLOST. Make no mistake, we have also heard the voices of those who voted against the T-SPLOST referendum late last year, and we are actively reviewing all options for a transportation funding source. We reviewed and updated policies related to financial management, created a multi-year forecast to confirm the sustainability of our finances, and identified strategic priorities. We've also taken individual capital plans across different functional areas and developed and updated a comprehensive multi-year capital improvement plan. In all, our resolve has never been stronger in regard to fiscal management. So, the promise of good financial stewardship delivered. So I talked about 5 promises: the promise for a brighter future, a safe community, economic prosperity, infrastructure for growth, and good financial stewardship, all being delivered by our staff every day. But the delivery of those promises is ongoing, evolving, and will have new goals. We cannot deliver on these promises without the community's support. We are your government, so engage with us, ask us questions, hold us accountable for ensuring delivery on the promises which we make to you. It's the partnership between your local government, the residents, businesses, and landowners that make Forsyth County such an incredible place for all people today and tomorrow. I look forward to the challenges that are ahead of us as we deliver a better community, and with your support, there's no goal this county cannot achieve. On behalf of the Board of Commissioners and the Forsyth County staff, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to serve you. The 2023 State of Forsyth County delivered. Thank you.
I'd like to thank everyone for being here with us today, especially Chairman John. Thank you also to all of our sponsors for making this event possible, and all the incredible members of all of our teams that work closely together to make today a reality. Thank you all for joining us, and hope you have a great rest of your week. Thank you.